everybody? This is King Kevin Dorival, back at it again, blessing you all with some words of encouragement, words of wisdom, and just overall good energy. I just want to share a few things that's been going on with me, and thank you for everybody who's been subscribing and liking and commenting all my YouTube videos and sharing them. Thank you so much for that. You know, everything counts. Everything's a blessing. And those of you who've been following me and supporting, you know what I've been up to. You have an idea of my vision and what God has blessed me with. But I wanted to share with you all today some few things that has been truly uplifting and encouraging to me. You know, as of recent, there's so many great things that's been going on in my life. God has just been like overwhelmingly good to me. My family, you know, my grandfather just got out of the hospital, so thank you all for your prayers on that. And you know, he's an old man, but this old man taught me a whole lot. You know, a lot of everything I know about being a man came from my grandfather, Jacques, who's approaching 90 years old. Now, as of recent, you know, I got a chess program, the Courage to Believe C2B Chess Club Mentoring Program. And we are now in our 8th week, really 9th week, but we're gonna add on an extra week for the students who wasn't there. Now, those who don't know, I don't own it, but I started a 501c3 nonprofit organization called Courage to Believe International. It's a small team of us who host the annual Black on Black Crime Solutions panel, and also we host the C2B Chess Club and Mentoring Program, which has been going very well. I just got a donation yesterday. Well, actually, it's been in my P.O. box for about a week, but a young lady I met, you know, I was speaking at a function in City Hall, and I mentioned our chess program and how we're trying to get support from the city and different entities, you know, not just support the chess program itself, but we're going to Kennedy Space Center. And so the woman overheard me talking, speaking to the city councilmen and women. The city, eventually, they donated $500, which is good. We were asking for $3,000, but hey, it is what it is. It's the value of our children, right? But this woman, she donated by herself $200. And I just met her, you know. And the reason why I mentioned her in the city hall is that I've been pitching this idea to the commission, which is the mayor and the different commissioners, for over a month now, really 2 months. And you know, they came to an agreement of donating $500, which we're thankful for. They should have done more, and the mayor himself sent me an email saying that he wished they could have done more. To be honest with you, I wish he would have tried. But that's a whole nother thing. I'm not going to be ungrateful. But this woman who just met me for 5 minutes, you know, to take it upon herself to not only donate $200 check, which is tax exempt, she also wants to volunteer to help and support us. And she's trying to get the engineer firm that she works for, because she's an engineer, young Caucasian lady, you know, wasn't black, this was a white woman, and she took it upon herself to have her company sponsor different components of the trip. Now, I don't know if they're going to agree or not, but hey, she did it, you know. So bless up, Casey. You know who you are. Much love to you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And also, the other day, I've been talking with, you know, the school board members about our chess program and just our different life skill workshops that we do. And this is like a non-profit segment that I'm talking about, because those who know me, you know I'm a businessman, but I also love the kids. I don't just love the kids. I have vowed to be a protector of our children. There's just too much buffoonery, evilness, and just evilness, really, you know, towards our children. And so I took it upon myself to be one of those soldiers, you know, not just here, you know, trying to make $1 million or $2 million for myself and for my family, but to look out for the other kids, the children who don't have that kind of support or encouragement, you know what I'm saying? So we provide that. Our goal at Courage to Believe International, which you go to the website, thecouragetobelieve.com. You see the link below in the video. So if you don't you have any questions, by all means email me. That'll also be provided in the video, or the courage to believe at gmail.com. This school board member, we met with 5 of them. In the past 2 weeks, met with 5. I have about 1 more meeting left, and these not just meetings just to be writing things down and oh yeah, we'll see you later, follow up, good luck, goodbye. These are actually meetings that have been taking years to accomplish. I'm not going to mention she's not a school board member, but she's the executive director of a huge department within the school board. She's behind the scenes, and she's that woman that you don't call her and think you're gonna catch her. She calls you. You know what I'm saying? So we've been developing a pretty good relationship. Plus, she's Haitian, in charge of about 240 people. She looked out to assist me. Had her secretary do the research to assist us to get a grant which will add another $700, to the $4,000 that we're trying to raise. Now, we do have a Kickstarter. We do have a GoFundMe. If you don't like either, fundraise or crowdfunding sources online, don't worry about it. You can mail your support. There's a PO box address. It's on the website. It's on thecouragetobelieve.com, but also on the GoFundMe. But it's PO Box 667-136, Pompano Beach, Florida 33066. Again, that's PO Box 667-136. I'm sorry, PO Box 667. Where did I get 136 from? Oh yeah, it is. PO Box 667-136, Pompano Beach, Florida 33066. I said so much that I forget. I wish I didn't have so many 6s in it, to be honest. More 7s, right? But so she looked out, and I've been calling schools and principals and administrators and teachers for a month. This woman came through on the Friday. Now, if she didn't give me the information by Friday, I would have had it prepared for Saturday, which, it was due. The grant was due, Saturday night, October 1st, 2016, by 11:59. I submitted it 11:58. So, we hope we get that. I believe we're going to get that, because I truly believe in placing your 200 billion brain cells, 200 billion brain cells, each of which can be measured. You know what I'm saying? By your brain cells being able to be measured, that means that the things that we put out there, we think about, we dwell on, we are obsessed with, whether it's a thing, whether it's a person, it's going to manifest somehow, some way. Hopefully it manifests the way you see it. If your heart is righteous, which means a good heart, it doesn't have any foulness in it, evilness in it, whatever you're thinking, whatever you speak out there will come to pass. So I truly believe that we're just going to get these couple $100. We're going to get hundreds of thousands of dollars and eventually roll it to the millions, because we need to take the C2B Chess Club and the Black on Black Crime Solutions Panel nationwide. No ifs, ands, buts about it. This needs to be all around, effort of all communities if we're going to save our people, because we can't depend on the police or the government. The police and the government should be a supplement to what we're doing, not the core of policing our communities. We should be policing our communities. Like I mentioned in the other video that I just did the other day, they don't care about us, but do we care about us? So please check out that video. I just made it last week. I just uploaded it. But I went to the 100,000 black men event that they had. Not even black men, 100,000 fearless warriors. The minister Farrakhan, he has of course Nation of Islam. So they host this particular event, from my understanding, in different parts of the country to get people involved in what's going on as far as like the crime rates. Oh my God, you will be like dumbfounded if you were to hear some of the stats. The national average on violence crime in cities are about 40%. The area code, zip code rather, 33311, which is an area in Fort Lauderdale off the 6th Trunk area, 27th. Those who don't know Fort Lauderdale, it's like a major city. It's not as big as Miami, but it's just as powerful. Miami just has a lot more, more clout because of all the TVs and shows, and But Fort Lauderdale, where I'm in right now, making this video at the yacht, this is my place. Florida's a major city. For them to be 91% and the rest of the country is 40%, we need to be putting our faith in turning that around. You understand what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother subject. So they had the event, and I was blessed to be there, because I met Dr. AK. Those who don't know who Dr. AK is, you see one of his videos on my YouTube. Met a couple of powerful sisters doing their thing in the community, and the Black Lives Matter, the Broward County, team. And it's just been awesome experience just meeting these powerful people that's actually doing something, not just talking about it, but doing something. And moving forward, I want to talk about a couple other things that's been going on as well. What else? Just had a housewarming, about 2 months ago, and the gifts are still coming in today. As a matter of fact, I was gonna go buy me a dining set because I'm like, man, why are all my spoons and forks at? Because I had literally bought a set, but there's only a couple left. And a woman at church, not only did she already buy me, a 20-piece dining set, she also bought me a, the dining set, the silverware. On top of that, she bought me a big cooking. Her and her husband bought me a big cooking piece, and I was like, wow, that's like, okay, enough with the gifts. I'm not gonna turn down no gifts. You know what I'm saying? Normally I won't. Unless it's from people who have file hearts. God gave me a $5 check. I think it was like a joke or something. Give me a $5 check. I just, I took the check because it was around children. It's a mentoring event. But this dude was an official hater, and so I mention this because it's a good thing to have people who are hating on you, despise you, talking bad behind your back. And then you're still prospering, and then they're following on you. They seeing your stuff on social media, so they get even more enraged because they can't see you in person. Because you are not to give people who are hating on you not 1 minute of your time or 1 or 2 breaths of your fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them that. But anyway, another great thing that happened. I'm looking for a car. I'm looking for a car, and Saturday I'm having a gorgeous day. And my grandma calls me to thank me for dropping off the water and the juice that I dropped off to her. And of course, my grandpa just got sick, so I'm helping out a lot more, even though I don't live there. I wish my brother and sister step up more to assist, but that's a whole other subject. And I get the check that morning. Went to go to the post office. As a matter of fact, going to the post office, they were closed. But there were so many people in line that they had to keep the doors open to let people out. So I was able to go in, check my P.O. box, get the check in the mail, of course, a couple of bills. But one day these bills gonna turn, the amount of money these bills are, they're gonna turn around to income for me. Amen. So they was open, and I was so surprised. And I was able to pay my P.O. box without, getting a late fee. Because if I didn't catch them today, I would not gonna ever be able to catch them. On top of that, I went to the the thrift store the night before, Friday night. And I came in and I know what I'm looking for, because you never know what you can find. I have enough paintings on my wall. I have enough, I have enough, I'm very thankful. But, let me check out, maybe they got some books. I get a lot of my books. Those who don't know, you go to thrift stores or libraries. Libraries are selling their books to, to generate some income. Books that normally cost you $20, $50, $60, $100, you buy them for 50 cents to $1, maybe $2. So definitely, buy used books. Most of my books are used. I have many new books, but most of my books are used. So take advantage of that. But I was going to say that. So when I went to the thrift store, I ended up buying some jackets. I bought 3 jackets. The tweed, the black and white tweed, a nice casual light blue and white striped jacket, and a gold and black one with the pants, all for $20. So, and the movie Braveheart. Those who don't know, my DVDs were stolen from me by a family member, like 60 of them, and that's another story. I forgive him. Hopefully he forgives himself. But so I've been collecting DVDs. But I bought Braveheart, which is a classic, by the way. Those of you that have seen it, but the actual suits that I got, what, for $20 used? So of course I'm taking these to dry cleaners, which brings you back to Saturday. So when I went to the post office, got the check, paid my PO box bill, which was $51, and thank God I've been able to afford to do that. I thank God for everything. So I'm leaving there to go catch up, drop stuff off the dry cleaner, and then go see my nephew, not my nephew, but my godson, which is a good friend of mine. She's incarcerated right now, served 15 years in prison, and federal prison at that. And so I haven't seen the son since the son was born. The son was maybe 6-7 months by the time his father got arrested. So got back in contact with his baby mother, and she finally allows me to come see him. And so she had to go to work. So as I'm going to the dry cleaner, hurry up, get there, jump stuff, I get into a car accident. A lady bumps me in the back. So she ruins my hoopty in the back anyway. And but it's not too bad where I can't drive it, thank God. But now I was already in my spirit looking for another car, and then this situation happened. So now I'm placing my 200 billion brain cells plus my faith and money and prayers to get me to another car. Something much bigger and larger where I can perhaps be able to drive around and put more things in my car. That as a vendor, I have my clothing line, One Man Army, One Woman Army. I have my book, The Courage to Believe, my first book. My second book is this one, Seven Types of Queen, King Desire, which comes out very soon. And so all the shirts and the books, the DVDs, the stage play, the chess program materials and boxes, like I really need an SUV or something that is much larger than the Honda Civic that I'm so blessed and thankful for. And so I just want to show you guys and just explain to you, look man, don't give up on your dreams and goals. Don't ever do that, because in this life, I know there's tons of people talking good and showing you good things all over Facebook and Instagram, how much they're balling and how, blessed they are. But who are you being a blessing to? Are you being a blessing just to those you know, or the blessing to people in the community? Because that's where it's needed, I went to church today. I go to Church Redeeming Word Christian Center International. Even though I do not consider myself a Christian anymore, I am a born-again African spiritualist. And what that means is that I have been awakened. My consciousness has been awakened towards the truths about our people, our history, our glorious history, and our victorious future. And so I don't follow religious dogmas. That does not mean I do not believe in God. It does not mean I do not go to church, or that I don't pray or believe in God wholeheartedly. God is the source. Those of you who need words of encouragement, I have not always had everything I needed. You know what I'm saying? I've had things that I wanted, but not always the things that I needed. So what we need to do is, continue the good fight of faith. Be supportive, encourage somebody, volunteer somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Support an organization. Some of you have the means to be very supportive to some of these nonprofit organizations. It's a tax write-off anyway. And I don't know why people don't support what we do, and I really don't. We should be having hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I'm not talking about my nonprofit, but other nonprofit organizations. And those of you who don't know who I am, look, I'm a marketing director for a multi-million-dollar firm. The firm probably makes $200 million a year. So I'm not hurting for finances. I can pay for the Kennedy Space Center trip, which, by the way, we're gonna eat lunch with the astronaut, and we get to watch the actual spaceship launch. How many people can do that? You know what I'm saying? Who has done that? It's very, it's life changing. And let me show you guys this book. And as I'm talking, we want to give our children these life changing experiences, because life is short. You know what I'm saying? And we don't always get that chance. And I pulled this book out, Nassau, because I'm looking at my bookcase. Well, one of my bookcases, I have like 4. I'm looking at this book, Nassau, and so now I'm here studying space, things, the astronauts do, astrologists. I've been telling the kids in our program, look, the first astrologist was an African, Imhotep. You know what I'm saying? And first scientist, first recorded book of medicine, I mean, Imhotep was a genius, and I want to create other geniuses. You know, I want to. Maybe I can't create them, but I can cultivate their genius, and that's what we need to do. You know, so many parents, they have their children in football, and I'm going to talk about this more in detail some other time. But I really want to talk about this briefly. They have their kids focus on football and basketball, right? And yeah, of course, you know, a lot of African American, or let's say black children, or children of African descent, very talented. You know, our melanin in our skins, you know, the brain, the pineal gland in our brain mixed with the melanin, it gives us a higher sense of awareness and speed and intelligence and all that good stuff, right? But not everybody is built for football. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts me to see these parents force their kids into football, thinking this is the only way out the hood and out the ghetto. And there's so many things out there that we can be doing to benefit and encourage our youth. But we force them to think about the physical aspects of them. You know what I'm saying? What they've been blessed with physically, their speed and strength and agility. But what about intellectually? What are we doing to develop them intellectually? Are we teaching them their true history? Or are we just going with what the system is telling us? You know, so, but we're going to Kennedy Space Center November 4th, 2016, and it's a blessing, you know, and of course it's not too late. Two things. One, to have your child join us, our chess program. Here's the flyers here. Not too late to support. We want to do this again. We're hoping to push the chess program again, and I'm thinking in February. We're going to give it a break for a few months. It's going to be either January or February, but we're going to do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's something that is great for the community. It's great for the students. It's great for the social, emotional skill development, you know, enhancement rather. It's good for life skills, you know, because we not only play chess, we teach them African history, true African history. As I mentioned, Imhotep, you know, sister from London, Candace Shimmery. Hopefully she sees this video. We give her a shout out all the time. So follow her on Twitter. I'll put her Twitter on the bottom of this video. But she has been such a blessing. She paid for the shipping of our books. 10 of her books called Step Back into Ancient Kush, which is another blessing, by the way. And she donated the shipment from London to Fort Lauderdale. You know how much the shipping is for something like that? You're talking about at least $30, $40. You know what I'm saying? Possibly more. And so it's a blessing. I truly encourage you all to check me out, check us out. If you're interested in a chess program, how to bring to your city or to train your instructors or mentors, tell me. Somebody hit me up. I think it was Facebook or Twitter. But someone hit me up on how to bring the program to New York. Reach back out to me. I would love to bring the program to wherever and whenever. You know what I'm saying? This is my passion. Yes, I work as a marketing director. Yes, I've written 2 books, have a documentary, have a clothing line, one man army, one woman army, which I had to beat the U.S. Army in trademark court over. But guess what? My passion is the children. I was doing this for free, teaching chess. I was doing a chess program for free, catching a bus. Last year, I didn't have a car. I have to give this quick testimony before I go. Last year, I didn't have a car. I had it for 2 months, but the 10 months out of the year, I didn't have a car. Didn't have a job. I ended up getting a job towards the end, which was just a temporary one, which set me up for even bigger, job.